EA Sports. It's in the game.
Break it down.
Welcome to the Sports Frenzy!
What's up, Frenzy Head Nation? Here we go again on a frigid, very cold picks edition of the show. What's up, Rose?
Wish I had a fire down here, a little fireplace.
Yeah, you don't have a budget for a heater in the man cave, do you?
No, I think I got a little space heater somewhere down here, but the last time I plugged that thing in down here, I blew a fuse, so...
That would be fun.
Yeah, power out. We've already had that issue, though.
So schools have been closed the last couple of days. There's no guarantee schools are going to be going tomorrow because of the temperature. Apparently by morning, the regular temperature is supposed to be minus 10 with a minus 25 wind chill factor. So
yeah,
this could be an exclusive blog edition this week.
Hey, we'll do what we got to do here. So, but
we will. So how you been, Rose? How you been?
Tired of snow, tired of winter, ready for spring and summer.
Yeah, you been your share of shoveling in?
Yes, I have been. That's my morning gig. Get up in the morning, go out there and shovel. I actually have to rake some of the snow off my roof here soon, because I actually had to tromp through my yard the other day, and snow's up to my thighs now, so it's kind of a workout.
That's how deep the snow is up to your thighs?
It's up to my thighs, yep.
So you could build an igloo then, pretty much, right?
Yes, very easily I could right now.
Or we could dig out a section and it'd be like your new
my new man cave. Live from the snow igloo.
That's right. Live from the igloo. Oh man.
So, but
all right, well, let's see what we got for games this week. Since I've had a couple of days off from the snow, I didn't get a chance to print sheets today, so we're going to be going exclusively from Rose, which you know what that usually means. It's going to make me have to think a little more.
NHL hockey, the 22. Focus, Tim. Focus. 22, 27, and 7. 22 wins, 27 losses, 7 overtime losses. The Florida Panthers versus the 25 wins, 21 losses, 9 overtime losses. Carolina Hurricanes.
Well, I would be starting the show off right if I didn't say, hey, Rose, who you going with?
Gotta go with the Hurricanes on this one. They got home ice advantage.
If you like the Hurricanes, I like the Hurricanes.
I don't like them, but that's who I'm going with. The 25 wins, 21 losses, 11 overtime losses, Ottawa Senators versus the 36 wins, 16 losses, 3 overtime losses, Boston Bruins.
Guess we're going with the Bruins, huh?
A good call. They got the home ice advantage, too. This next one's a gimme. I'm already going to vote for both of us because I know which way you're going.
Go Wings.
I don't even have to say it. The 25 wins, 19 losses, 12 overtime losses, Detroit Red Wings versus the 32 wins, 19 losses, 5 overtime losses, the Tampa Bay Lightning. And we already said, go Wings.
Wings.
You know what? We haven't heard a little high school basketball intro. Let's do a little high school basketball. Roll it.
Let's do it.
And we're back. You know, I was just thinking.
In these games. What? Oh, what?
I was just thinking. I think.
What were you thinking?
I think I put some football helmets in that intro there. So.
Nicely done, Rose.
But you know, at the end, I think I do put a basketball though, and the whole work. So yeah, it'll work out either way. So.
Well, I'll review it later and see what we got there. See what Rose is doing.
That's right. We got high school.
Anyway.
High school basketball. The two
Yes,
and
these games are whoa. Because of the weather and everything, these games are subject to change or not be played at all. So just got to get that word out there.
Yep. Yep.
Go right ahead, Rose.
Both of these are Friday night. All three of these are Friday night games. So if you're curious, the 2-9 Adrian Maples versus the 10-2 Ypsilanti Grizzlies.
Guess I'm going with the Grizzlies.
Yeah, sorry, Adrian.
Sorry, Adrian.
You guys are having a rough year. The 9-3 Madison of Adrian, or the Adrian of Madison.
It's weird what they call them.
Yeah.
Madison of Adrian, Adrian of Madison. It's something like that.
Versus the 6-5 Morenci Bulldogs.
Ooh, 6-5 Morenci Bulldogs.
Yep, and the 9-3 Madison.
I gotta go with Madison.
Yeah, I also have to go with Madison. I think that game might be canceled if because that's in Morenci, and I've been out to Morenci, and there's not a lot to Morenci, so.
Yeah, they're still having their. We're getting wind tonight too, so they're gonna have some issues on those roads, I think.
Yep. Last high school basketball game, the 10-3 Dexter versus the 1-11 Tecumseh Indians.
You know who we're going with.
We're going with Dexter on that one.
Yes, we are.
NCAA men's basketball. The 9-13 Alabama versus the 20-2 ranked 3rd Florida Gators.
I'm guessing we're both going with the Gators.
Good call. That's who I'm going with. Is that who you're going with?
That's who I'm going with.
All right. We got Big Ten basketball action for you. The 14-8 Indiana versus the 15-8 Minnesota.
Ooh. Indiana and Minnesota.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm going with Indiana. They just beat Michigan, so that's who I'm going with, Indiana.
That's who I was leaning towards too. So I'm not gonna sit here and second guess myself. I'm gonna go Indiana. Wow, do we have a 3-point bonus game coming up?
Oh yeah, it is.
It's a
time.
3-point bonus game.
We have the 17-5, ranked 10th, Go Blue Michigan Wolverines versus
Go Blue.
the 17-6,
Go Blue.
ranked 17th,
Go Blue.
Iowa.
Go Blue.
Go Blue.
What's
That-
Michigan's ranking now?
It's at 10th on ESPN. I
Okay.
don't think it changed. That's going to be on Saturday. I am going to have to tune into that game.
You definitely.
That will be a good one.
Go Blue.
We have the 17-5, ranked 18th, Kentucky, versus the 13-9, Mississippi State. Gotta go with my wife's Kentucky.
Gotta go with your wife's Kentucky.
You know, Kentucky they were supposed to have an awesome team this year, and it seems like they're struggling this year. Excuse me. The 24-0, ranked 4th, Wichita State versus the 11-12, Northern Iowa. And I'm going with Wichita State.
Well, you know what, Rose? I'm gonna do that too.
I was talking a coach's upset special.
No, that'd be crazy on that one, I think.
13-11, Youngstown State versus the 10-14, Detroit. I gotta go with the Michigan Detroit there.
This is still college. That's,
Yep.
See? Yeah, Detroit. I like Detroit. Go with Detroit.
17-5, UCLA versus 17-5, USC.
Oh my goodness. This was that crazy one that kept driving us nuts in football.
Yep.
All those.
Exact even scores. I'm giving it to the home court advantage, USC.
Exact same records, huh? No rankings there.
Nope, no ranking.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with you on this one.
USC. Oh.
Oh my goodness, it's another 3-point bonus game already?
19-3, ranked 9th, Michigan State Spartans' little brother versus the 18-5 Wisconsin, and yes, that is a 3-point bonus game.
Being played in Wisconsin.
Yes, sir.
What's Wisconsin's record?
18-5.
18-5. Are they ranked?
No.
Michigan State ranked?
9th.
9th. Oh. You know, as I've been reading up on a lot of this stuff, and as much as I want to go against State on this one, I'm going to take State. They're saying Michigan and Michigan State are going to be like ranked second and third in the brackets as far as playoffs go. So that's early predictions.
I'm going with Wisconsin, and that is my upset special.
Wow. Nice call, Rose.
Upset special. That's a 3-point bonus game. That'll be for the title.
Yes, it will.
And our last NCAA men's basketball game, the 19-3 Toledo Rockets
Love the Rockets.
versus the 4-16
Give me the
Ball
Rockets.
State.
I'll take the Rockets.
I'll
Rockets have been on fire this year.
Yeah, I'm taking the Rockets also with the.
This is the best season. I don't remember the exact stat, but this is the best season the Rockets have had in a long time, I guess, as far as their basketball program goes.
Yeah, the 19-3 record. That is impressive.
Uh-huh.
NBA action. The 24-23 Denver Nuggets versus the 19-29 Detroit Stinky Pistons. I got the Nuggets.
I'm going with the Nuggets also.
35-14 Portland Trailblazers versus the 24-25 Minnesota Timberwolves. I'm trying to get more animated with the.
Right.
I sound like an announcer. I'm going with the Trailblazers.
Gotcha. That's where I'm going too.
17.
Count me in.
17-32, L.A. Roger and Chris Paul Lakers versus the 15-35 Philadelphia 76ers.
The Lakers are doing open enrollment for players right now. I told Bull and Schoonover they need to hurry up and get down there, that they're needed in a bad way.
Yes, if you're curious what we're talking about right now, in last night's game of the Lakers versus who they faced last night. Yeah, it doesn't matter who they faced. Anyways, they had a couple guys go out injured. Kobe's out and Nash is out injured already. Had a couple guys go out with injuries. A couple guys have fouled out. So the next thing they know, they only have 4 eligible players on the court. So you ask, well, if they only have 4 guys that can play, what do? They take the last guy who got fouled out. And if he gets another foul, he gets to come back in the game and play. If he gets another foul, the other team gets to shoot technical free throws, which means there's nobody else on the court. So it's like pretty much handing them a free 2 points. So yeah, it only happens a couple of times. They actually had to go back to 2010, and I think it was the Golden State Warriors. It happened to them twice that season. So
I think they had a guy sick last night too. He was like laying on the benches.
no, he got fouled out. He was the first guy to get fouled out. So he's just like, well, shoot, I got all this room. Let me lay down and take a little nap. Yeah,
Needless to say, but I will say this: they pulled off the win. They got the win still.
Yeah, somehow they got the win. Yep. I don't know. If I was the coach, I would have been yelling at that player to get his butt up and actually, cheer on his team or do something. Like, don't lay there and take a nap. Or hey, if you're going to take a nap, go in the back and take a nap. Actually, Steve Nash, I don't know if you saw it, Steve Nash actually, he was sitting on the bench in a suit and tie, and he real quick ran to the back and got warmed up a little bit and threw on his uniform just in case they needed him. But he
Did he really? No, I didn't see that.
but
now, what's Nash out for right now?
I have no idea.
Must be not a. That's crazy. Talking about a depleted roster right now.
Yeah, yep. So, anyways, back to it. We got the 17-32 Lakers versus the 15-35 76ers. I'm gonna go with the depleted Lakers on this one.
Wow. I'm going to go 76ers because I don't think they can keep that pace up. I think the depleted roster like that's going to hurt them in the end.
hopefully they real quick start signing some free agents or something. Even the barrel of the bucket.
I don't know if they can do that. They still have a full roster just with injuries and stuff, so I'm not sure if you can. I'm not sure how that works. We'll have to look up the rules on that.
Yeah, it's not a good year for the Lakers.
I mean,
so.
Technically, with all that money issues and everything, I'm not sure you can just go right out and sign somebody. I think you're going to have to deal with what they got right now. It's a bad situation over there.
Well, maybe they'll let Chris Bull and Roger play for free. Back to it here. We got the 16-32 Utah Jazz versus the 29-21 Dallas Mavericks.
What was the Jazz's record?
16-32, and the Mavericks is 29-21.
Who you like in this one, Rose?
I'm going with the Mavericks. They got home court advantage, better record.
That's who I was leaning towards, too. Go ahead and put me down for the Mavericks.
Okay, and our last game, we have it's our 20th game. The 26-22 Memphis Grizzlies versus the 25-23 Atlanta Hawks.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm going to go with the Grizzlies on this one.
Give me the Grizzlies as well. Man, that one's smooth. And that's the picks.
I'm just hitting buttons. Let's see. Tim, did you hear about the other night at the Michigan-Nebraska game? The student section? They all dressed...
What about...
The University of Michigan students are organizing a jorts dress code for the game against the Cornhuskers. They all dressed like...
What they...
Like farmers and that kind of stuff, pretty much. I think mocking Nebraska.
Oh, jeez.
And then let's see what else. Exciting news if you're a Red Wings fan. Pavel Datsyuk returned to tonight's game against the Florida Panthers after missing 14 games. So he'll have a couple of games here, get back into shape, and then head off to the Olympics. We got the Olympics coming up here in the next few days. And the last thing I got is, I guess WWE has ticked off another wrestler. Alberto Del Rio has asked for his release after the Elimination Chamber match.
Wow.
So it looks like WWE's losing another one. They've lost CM Punk and Alberto Del Rio. Who's next? Cena? Next thing you know, Cena will be going to Triple H and Vince McMahon. You can't see me.
No, you can't. You really can't see me. I'm leaving.
No, I'm leaving. You can't see me. You can't see me. So.
They'd probably say you can't use that anymore because we trademarked that. So.
Yep.
Yes, we can see you.
But yeah, that's all I got for us tonight. It's kind of a slow week for us here.
Oh, I got some stuff for us here. I'll throw out some things at you. Former U of M, senior U of M man who is obviously going to be going into the draft now, Taylor Lewan is expected to go number 2 overall pick in the draft.
Wow.
So,
that deserves a little.
Well, I mean, the dude could have went last year. But he showed true dedication by coming back and supporting Michigan.
Yeah.
So, just spirit alone, piqued more interest in him, I think.
Yep.
So my interest has been piqued about The Undertaker in WrestleMania this year. If you look at the blog, I posted a picture of The Undertaker, and he's standing, I don't know if that's his child or his kid or grandkid or what, but I had to take a double take on the picture, And if you can go to the blog and check it out.
I'm looking at it right now.
Taker doesn't even look like Taker. It just looks like a kindly old man there.
He really does.
He looks very fragile at the moment, in my opinion. So, my thoughts are, I don't think he's doing WrestleMania this year.
Wow, yeah.
And other news, it appears the Cleveland Cavaliers, after hiring a new coach, wait a minute, no, not after hiring a new coach. The Cleveland Cavaliers have fired their GM, Chris Grant. Not a lot of details coming out on that yet, but that appears to be what's going on there. Let's see. I was talking about this a few minutes ago. Michigan State is possibly going to be number 2 seed in Michigan, number 3 seed in the latest bracketology for the Big Ten. So, good news for both our Michigan teams. Another Michigan man, Trey Burke, was named NBA Western Conference Rookie of the Month for January. So congrats to Trey Burke. That's quite a honor right there. What else do I have? On this, a little history of baseball here. On this day in history, in 1895, Babe Ruth was born.
Oh, yeah.
So,
happy birthday, Babe Ruth.
and what else did I have here? I don't know how they rank this kind of stuff, but apparently Alabama had the number 1 ranked recruiting class again this year, and that's 4 years in a row for them.
Yep.
Not sure how they figure that out, but
What it is they take ESPN puts out like a list of like their top 100 high school students going into college, and kind of whichever team picks up the most of those top 10, top 100 or whatever number of people, that's who they decide. So I think Ohio State unfortunately was on that list. I think they were like 6th or 7th on that list, unfortunately. So yeah.
And moving on to some wrestling news, I found some reasonably good stuff on wrestling this week. Even though MVP is doing his TNA stuff right now, it appears, even though he is the investor, the investor part of it must be storyline related, because they have not agreed to a contract yet. So he's kind of working, not pro bono, but from show to show, basically. I guess I don't know if they're testing the waters to see how this is going to work out, but it says they're close to a contract with him.
So he actually will be an investor.
We'll see how it plays out. I don't know for sure all that. It just says he's unsigned at the moment. So,
Okay.
Interesting facts coming out of Kurt Angle camp, as many are saying that Kurt Angle is ready to return to WWE for a final run. I guess he's been quite vocal about WWE as of lately, tweeting about certain matches and how he liked how they went and things like that.
That'd be
Let's
nice
see.
to have him back in the WWE for a short period.
Well, he's been saying that he would love to have a match with Daniel Bryan or CM Punk. Oops, that won't be happening.
Yeah.
And he really said he's been tweeting a lot about different matches. Like this week, he said he really enjoyed the Daniel Bryan Randy Orton match. So appears he is sucking up to WWE at the moment, trying to get back into the fold there.
Well,
And I will say this: they supposedly injured him on TNA tonight, and he left on a stretcher. So I don't know if that's the last we're going to see of Kurt Angle and TNA or not.
yeah, it's time for WWE to push some of their younger talent, though. You can't keep pushing all these older guys like Kurt Angle, who's about ready to retire, and Batista, who doesn't have that many more years left under his belts. Big Show can't have that many years either. King can't have that many more years. Cena, I thought he was supposed to be retiring here pretty quick.
They're trying to bring back a lot of older talent because the newer talent they're working with right now is not working out. So, I don't know. WWE hasn't really shown any interest in Kurt Angle yet. It's just Kurt Angle, I think, feeling out the water to see, how and if they're even going to want him back.
Yeah.
There are false reports going around that Sting has officially signed with WWE, but it's not done yet. It is in the process, apparently, though. However, it says here that it doesn't look like they're going to have things done in time for WrestleMania this year, so he's not going to be making a WrestleMania appearance. They might be saving him for something bigger. Some people have said they're not even sure if he'll wrestle. One rumor was he might be considered as a new GM for Raw, even. So, not sure what angle they're going to go with there yet. I didn't watch much of Raw. Did they name a Hall of Famer this past week?
No, I didn't really watch much of it either. So.
Well, I know people have rallied for, and it looks like they're going to accept it, Paul Bearer as a possibility as a nominee for the Hall of Fame this year.
Yeah, let me see who the class is so far. Yeah, I haven't heard too many. The only ones I've heard is obviously Ultimate Warrior and Jake the Snake.
Jake the Snake.
Yep.
Here's a funny situation. WWE has officially announced that they will not be re-signing Mick Foley.
What a
Mick
shocker.
Foley's contract. Mick Foley's contract will expire at the end of this month, and in Mick Foley's place, they are trying to re-sign Stacy Keibler.
Oh boy. Yeah, no, there was not a inductee this week. All they have so far is Ultimate Warrior and Jake the Snake.
Stacy Keibler is playing hardball right now, but it's Stephanie McMahon who is really trying to get her to sign with them. Apparently, Stacy Keibler has quite distanced herself from wrestling and isn't really sure if she wants to be affiliated with actual wrestling again. So,
Well, she has made quite the career out for herself with, I think, modeling and dating. What's the act? George Clooney and Dancing with the Stars, and yeah, I kind of don't blame her on that one. Plus, let's face it, the Divas section of WWE is kind of non-existent. So
yeah. CM Punk, they're still not officially, they're not really even giving him the time of day. They're not officially saying he's gone. They're just literally wiping him off of everything. You can't get CM Punk merchandise anymore. Every poster, any show that has him involved in it. The only thing they have said is the upcoming tours of the shows. If you bought your ticket and you were there to see CM Punk, you can get a refund for your ticket. So, unofficially, CM Punk is definitely done with WWE. Officially, they're not even giving him the time of day.
yeah, I heard on Monday Night Raw. I read online. I don't know if this is true, but apparently they were removing fans that were chanting CM Punk's name. So I don't know if that's true or not, but
apparently this is the biggest thing that happened with somebody walking out of a company like that. biggest thing to happen of a walkout like that since Stone Cold did it back in 2002.
Yep.
Apparently, he walked out on the company, and he was saying that some people were saying that Stone Cold was trash talking CM Punk, but I guess it was misconstrued. What he was saying is he feels like CM Punk is doing the wrong thing because he didn't feel like he did the right thing when he walked out on him in 2002. So, with that, he said basically what happens with CM Punk now is he loses all the rest of the money they were going to pay him. He doesn't get anything for merchandising if they do still promote him in any way, shape, or form. He loses all that by walking out on him. But you know what? I don't think CM Punk cares.
I don't think he was either. Well, you look back a few years ago, he literally, that match where he was the WWE champion and so was Cena, and they had that last match there, and the winner of that match was the true WWE champion, and Punk won that. He wasn't signed at that pay-per-view. He had to sign a one-day extension to wrestle that match. He was going to walk out the door, and that was it. I guess halfway through that pay-per-view, he signed a contract because he wanted to make a change in WWE, and so I don't know. We'll have to see what happens.
Well, people and friends are saying that his attitude, he was fed up with things, and that attitude was showing more and more, and a lot of things he was saying and doing is what you see in CM Punk and what CM Punk is famous for. He was lashing out at corporation by doing the things he was doing, and he didn't care what anybody thought about that. Interesting concept here is, if you remember, well, some people remember, half our audience isn't old enough to remember, but the former Green Power Ranger, Tommy, who was a MMA fighter for a while,
Yes.
said it would be very interesting. He would love to do a fight against CM Punk for charity.
Oh. That would be interesting.
Yep, so he kind of threw that out there. He thought that'd be kind of something cool. CM Punk is somebody he really likes, and so he thought that'd be cool to do. And let's see, what else did I have on that?
Well, CM Punk is a huge comic book. I mean, he goes to all those Comic-Cons and that kind of stuff, so I could see something like that happening, actually. And that'd be cool if it was for charity.
Yes. Well, you know, in Tommy there, the Green Ranger, he's big on charities. He does a lot of the charity stuff. Yep. So, and that's all I have for tonight. That's quite a bit actually. I shouldn't say that's all I have, but quite a bit of news I found for us tonight.
That's all I've got for us tonight.
And so a little bit of wrestling talk returned into our conversation here. So there you go. So anyway, hopefully, you know, some of you guys get to see this. If not, everybody stay warm out there. Catch some good games this weekend. Also, don't forget this is the weekend for the Devils in Round Lake tip-up. If people get out and do that, are interested in that, it's going to be a good year for it. Got a lot of snow, so this will be the first time they've had a great year for this in quite some time.
Yep.
Anyway, on that note, everyone, be blessed. Have a great weekend. I'm the coach.
And I'm Jamie.
And if you're not down with that,
We got 2 words for you.
Break it down. Degenerate into something cool. We just got tired of doing what you told us to do. That's a brace, boy. Yeah, that's a brace, little man. Break it down. Degeneration. Degeneration. Think you can tell me